afternoon, everyone, and a warm welcome to our third episode of Season 2 of Girl Child Empowerment Conversation Series. Before I begin, I would like to take this space to introduce myself and Bedi Foundation to you. My name is Jyoti Sandhu, and I am an education coordinator and a member of Bedi Foundation. I am also the host of this series. And the intention behind this series is to spread the message of the importance of education. We like to take this space to encourage parents, teachers, and society to encourage the kids, especially the girls, to study and make education an important part of their lives. We also like to take this space to encourage the youth, the children of today, to make the choice of educating themselves. Another intention behind this series is to ask many people to step forward and donate to organizations, charitable trusts like Bedi Foundation, so we can do many more projects and empower the girls of our society and encourage these girls to step forward and give themselves the education that they rightly deserve. Before we carry on, I would also like to take the space and introduce Bedi Foundation to you. We are a charitable trust established by late Baba Pratpal Singh Bedi, son of late Baba Ram Singh Bedi of Mulk Raj Mohalla, Dera Baba Nanak. The family is known as the Kile Wale Bedis, and the trust is now being managed by the grandchildren of late Baba Ram Singh Bedi. The foundation is executing several charitable projects in Dera Baba Nanak, where lie the roots of the Kile Wale Bedis. In addition to this, we have also done many charitable projects in Government Girls Senior Secondary School in Dera Baba Nanak. And herein, we owe gratitude to the Department of Education, Punjab government, and the principal of Government Girls Senior Secondary School, Dera Baba Nanak, for enabling us to render support for supplementing education efforts and for motivating the achievers and helping the needy students. At present, Sunaina Mahajan, an English teacher, has been sponsored and employed by Bedi Foundation at the school to supplement the effort to teach the students English language from grade 6 to grade 12. Before that, Sakshi Marwa was sponsored and employed before Sunaina, and she stayed in the school for 14 months. Sukhjit Kaur, a math teacher, has also been sponsored and recruited by the foundation for supplementing the efforts in the school for improving the standard of math among the students across all classes from grade 6 to grade 12. Annual meritorious awards are being given to students every year for academically achieving certain levels. These awards are sponsored by the trustees of Bedi Foundation, and each award includes a sum of 20,000 rupees plus a plaque and a certificate. 4 such awards shall be given for this academic year. Scholarships for further studies to needy and meritorious girl students are funded by Bedi Foundation. Last year, 2 students, Vishali and Aarti, were given this scholarship, and they both are now continuing their college education. A computer lab has been set up by the foundation at the school, and it is being used by the school for A. Conducting Khan Academy math classes by teacher Mr. Paramjit Kaur. 2. Conducting classes for teaching MS Office by teacher Ms. Sukinder. And 3. Typing, painting and HTML coding classes by Mr. Jagjit Singh. Our intention for doing all of the projects that we do at Government Girls Senior Secondary School is to empower the girls studying here and to give them the resources which they can use to reach greater heights and fulfill their dreams. For more information on Bedi Foundation, do visit our website. Now, without
find any results for what you said, why are we not using the app?
I apologize for the interruption. My TV has a tendency of talking. Now, without any further delay, let's begin our conversation for today. A very warm welcome, ma'am. First, let me just introduce. Today, we have the principal of the Government Girls Senior Secondary School, Mrs Rupinderjit Dhaliwal, and I am looking forward to having this conversation with you, ma'am. So firstly, a very, very warm welcome to our episode.
Thank you, Ms. Jyoti. Thank you for this conversation series. It's really great to interact for the welfare of the students of this area. And even more, as a principal of a government senior secondary school, it's actually a privilege to have Bedi Foundation serving the vicinity, the area, the education field here. It is really great. As we talk about this area, though Dera Baba Nanak is otherwise considered an urban area by the government parameters, but the population here is generally or largely rural. And so we are basically catering to the rural population over here. And the students from the rural background, they have only a little problem with their confidence in comparison to the urbanites. That is, they feel that maybe because they belong to the rural background, they may not be as competent as their urban counterparts. And giving them the best in technology and education, and whereas they get the chance to interact with students from other schools. Last year during the conversation series, our students got to interact with students from Mohali and from other districts also, from Delhi also. So this boosts up their confidence and they get to know that they are no less, and the privileges and the opportunities they are getting are no less. And this paves the way forward towards career building, towards confidence building, and towards the promotion of education. And education is really important, whether the students come from rural background or from urban background, because education is not only for a career building.
Yeah,
it is basically for building their personality, developing their personality, how they would face on the challenges of life.
yeah.
That is how they would move on in their lives, how they would behave as responsible world citizens. That is, the responsibility is not only of the present community. The responsibility on the shoulders of our youth, of our youngsters, is of the entire universe. Yes. How they are going to interact with the world, with the universe, with their surroundings, and how responsible they become. So education, that is, they must get teachers, they must get opportunities to learn, and not to learn locally, but to have a global perspective.
Ma'am, I'm so glad you shared that, because in season 1, when we were contemplating on what kind of episodes we should do, we did brainstorm these ideas about how we can interact with other students of other schools like Delhi and Chandigarh. And some of us did have that thought process that, whether that's a good idea or not, whether it's a good idea to expose them and whether they will be able to talk in front of them. But I think it was an excellent idea, because I remember the debate we had done and many other episodes we had done where we interacted with other students. And I think the general feedback that we got after the episode was that, wow, are you sure they are from a government school? Because that's the way they put themselves across, the way they spoke, the way they introduced themselves. I think it was a wonderful experience to expose them to, as you said, other districts. So I do agree with you.
We look forward to such more of such interactions, and maybe with students from other states too, from the southern states and other areas too, where Definitely, they get to interact, and maybe activities that are paired activities. That is where they get to share their activities with the different states.
Definitely, ma'am. Thank you so much for giving your feedback. That was one of my questions, that what do you think is your feedback? But thank you so much for sharing that for season 2. Ma'am, I have a question. In your opinion, do you think the students that come and study in this school, are they coming from a space, now I'm talking about the parents, are they coming from a space where their parents feel that education is not important and why are we wasting our time, because ultimate goal is obviously marriage? Or are they coming from a space where they want their girls to study, where they want them to achieve something or make something of their lives? What is the ratio in the school?
It's actually mixed, because there are students who actually come from a space where parents feel that education is not all that important. That is, the girls have finally to get married. But maybe during the course of time, when they are students here, when they are learning here, they may develop dreams, aspire higher, and maybe they, with the support of the teachers, with the support of institutions or charity institutions like yours, like Bedi Foundation and other institutions, they may realize their dreams. Because once you give an opportunity to a student may be able to convince her parents that this is what I want, and marriage I can marry at a later stage. This is what I want to achieve. This is what I aspire for. Let us give it a chance. And if the child gets right kind of support, those children can further move on to build on their careers, to fulfill their dreams. Yes, there is certainly a ratio, let us say maybe 50 to 60% of the ratio, where parents are of that type who feel that education of girls is not all that important. They are not going to get the government jobs. What are they going to do? And why invest in it? But now the scenario is changing. Earlier, it might have been quite a higher ratio of parents who felt this way. But now with skill courses like beauty and wellness, because the girls, they get self-employed also, they get employment in other places also. So the parents, their view upon on career building, or on their girls working, or going for a career, or maybe for higher studies, it is gradually changing. The scene is changing.
That's wonderful to know. Ma'am, I'm going to ask a question which is a little following this question only, that do you think as a charitable trust, as a different organization, should we focus on schools, definitely giving them the resources, or something can be done with changing a parent's mindset also? Do you think some kind of work requires in changing a parent's mindset also, or one should focus on schools and giving the kids the resources that they require?
For changing mindset of the parents, what is happening is, when these students, suppose the less privileged ones, like your organization, it sponsored education of two of our students. One was Vishali and one is Aarti. And with that, the message spreads that if a child aspires, and if the parents support, and suppose they don't have the essential financial resources, there are institutions or organizations out there who could help that. And just because they are less in resources or financially, if they are not all that privileged, their education would suffer. It is not essential. So the mindset is changing. And the girls who actually want to pursue a career, I don't think they would face any hassles there.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you for sharing that. Another question from my side to you is that mother tongue is an important medium and can definitely enable a lot of employment opportunities in a production-based economics. However, for service-based, English plays an important role. So how do you think we can create a balance for making a student proficient for both the languages?
Actually, that is a working language which is mainly spoken, where a child can listen and communicate well in both the languages, in the mother tongue as well as in English, because it is the language through which we interact with other states as well as other countries, with people from abroad, maybe to take orders or to expand our own informational knowledge. So the children actually need that. To strike a healthy balance, I feel that there are more of debate sessions, more of discussion sessions in both the languages. That is, if we can provide them a platform where they get to hold discussions with students from other groups,
Okay.
from people, experts or otherwise from other groups.
Got it,
That is,
ma'am.
it builds their confidence
That
as
will
well as their communication skills. If they get to know that, see, I am going to interact with a group of people, maybe a student is interested in, let's say, art. For example, that is, a student is interested in art. If he or she gets to interact with similar people from other areas, maybe the other people may not be all that well in communicating in their in Punjabi.
Yeah,
Those people, they may share one interest, but otherwise there might be a language barrier. So if they are really keen on that, they would want to develop the other language, that is English, that would help them communicate.
That's
And
right.
suppose, and similarly, there may be, if we say home-based production, like let us say a child or a girl, she is good in grooming skills. That is in making hairdos and other things, let us say in beauty and wellness or other treatments. And there are people out there locally that she wants to interact and she wants to tell them, that is the housewives or other people, how to, that is making blogs, making vlogs and other videos, that is for the help of other people. They would be developing their communication skills, their interactional skills via multimedia, social media, that is their reach, how to increase their reach, and building on technical skills too. That is the skills that we need, the forward thinking as well as the new age skills, we can call them. But these are essential in today's world.
Yes, I agree. That's true.
And it would build their confidence if they are conversing in their mother tongue. Because it would help them. Otherwise, they would feel a little like hesitation that maybe I may go wrong. So how do I go online with this? So there they can, we can hold such sessions for them. That is, help them develop their skills there.
Got it, ma'am. I have noted these down. Thank you so much. Ma'am, how do you view charity organizations like Bedi Foundation supplementing the efforts in the field of child education? Do you think it's really, really helping?
It's really great. And I would say that I am blessed to be in this school where these organizations are really helping the school so much, the students, their education. You are already providing 2 teachers to us, and the third one is already on the list, which we have to shortlist yet. We are expecting a teacher of Punjabi also. And there we have another organization also, that is Baba Shri Chand Charitable Society or Trust. And they have helped us with the auditorium, which is only one in the district of the sort. And maybe that is, I really feel blessed to be here in Dera Baba Nanak, where the organizations or the Bedis, I can say Guru Nanak's land. I'm really blessed to be here, and the students also, and our girls enjoying the AC facilities in a government school. And it's all due to such organizations. And I've seen the schools around, the private schools also in the vicinity, and they don't come at par as far as technology and resources are concerned. The school is really blessed in that. And we are really indebted to these institutions and organizations, these charity organizations who are helping promote education in the area.
And thank you so much, ma'am, for giving us a chance to contribute. I mean, I think if all of us do our little part in contributions, then only we can lift everyone up. And wouldn't that be great to like lift everyone up and then go forward together instead of just going our way on our own? Ma'am, what more can we do? I want to know what more can Bedi Foundation do for the school in this field of education? In any suggestions? I mean, you tell us.
Baby Foundation, as far as education is going, it's really already doing a lot. And what we can do more is, if we can have some skill-based, apparel. I wanted it from the government.
Okay.
But since the government has not given it, under NSQF, we have a beauty and wellness, one trade, and it's really coming up very well.
Okay.
Because it's really employment generation in this field is great.
Yes.
In beauty and wellness. The other we have is private security.
Okay.
Because it is as per as whatever the government provides us. And these children, because they cannot be locally employed, they would have to seek employment either in the malls, in the hotels, or as private security guards, that is in such places. And we don't have any such place around Dera Baba Nanak.
Okay, got it.
Because if you're getting rupees 10,000 to 15,000 a month, that is as an entrant. If you have to live in Amritsar, Jalandhar, or in a bigger city for that, that is, it is not all that economical. There is not much gain, because much would be spent on their living over there. So it doesn't really pay well. But if we have apparel designing, some courses like apparel designing, where the girls from the area who may not be all that educated, or the women, they get a chance, that is to develop their skills in apparel designing, in apparel making, and that is they get a chance to exhibit their work also and sell it also. That is such skill building would be really helpful in employment generation, not only in the terms of education, because all the people are not meant to, let us say, for higher education. They can be skill development also. What empowers women?
We're going to just take a pause. I think the internet is off. So let's just wait for ma'am to join us. Ma'am, your internet is frozen. Can you hear me? So you are saying for skill building. So you're saying that you skill.
I'm really sorry the connection broke.
No problem, ma'am. No problem. So you basically require help in skill building, right? I got your point completely. Okay, so that's so beauty and wellness is already going on, apparel designing and making, and private security.
We have private security and beauty and wellness. We don't have apparel making or design.
Got it, ma'am.
Yes.
Is there anything else? Would you like me to add on the list? Because apparel designing, I agree with you. It's something that definitely one can look into, and it's a good skill to have also, and you can earn from that. You know, you can have your
Yes.
own little boutique, you can have your own little thing. There are lots of things that open up. Once you know how to do it,
Yes.
there's a lot of branches that open up over here.
Yes, and the women, they that is once they are self-reliant,
Yes.
that is they can think better of educating their children.
Yes.
They would be in a better position.
And that itself is a confidence boost, ma'am. I think once you start earning yourself, and you might not be making lots, you might not be making whatever, what you're making is not the point, but I think that itself is such a boost that, oh, I can do this myself. And then when you can do it yourself, then obviously you are going to teach that to your own kids. And that's how we change our beautiful society. So yes. That's about it, ma'am. I don't have any more questions. Thank you so much for being here today with us and for sharing your experience, your opinions, and giving us a wonderful feedback. I strongly believe that with you as a strong role model and with the help of charitable trust like Bedi Foundation, together, I think we all can make a mark of a difference in the lives of the students in the school. And I also feel that if all of us do our little part in helping such students, and we all do our part in bringing up these government schools up, then imagine the India that we will create for ourselves. And then imagine the India we will create for the next generation. So it was an absolute pleasure talking to you, ma'am. And thank you so much for taking out the time and coming on board today. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Jyoti, to hear us out.
Yes.
That is, you have given us an opportunity to be helpful and to avail all the benefits also, and to help the students forward.
Yes.
It's really great. And it's been a pleasure to be with and really under your patronage. I would say under the patronage of Bedi Foundation, because this is how we are able to help the students forward. There are so many needy students, and with the scholarships and all, it's really a great help.
Thank you so much, ma'am.
So
Just one more thing, as and when, if you ever think of different things we can do in the conversation series, please share your feedback with us, because I mean, my idea is to get these students out and interact with other students and boost their confidence. So if you can think of, not right now, but I have taken your feedback for this from this episode, but as and when in the future also, if you think that, you know, maybe we can do this, then please do share. I would love to implement that.
Definitely.
Thank you so much, ma'am. Lovely talking to you. And
Same here.
bye-bye.